script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Hawkeyes ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head.
Makes the grab on the shot. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. On the ground, it's Clark. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds a man on the right. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Again, it's Sellers. Gets rid of it. Makes a catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Phillips. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Diaz. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Tight end now in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Down and touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on fourth down from their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Slips a tackle and he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Booster! Return! Freeze! Go!
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he puts through the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Looking for space. It's Clark. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to fire deep. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. The give to the right. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moulton. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
Maybe some room here. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
quarterback making checks. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Jet. Level, level. Ready to go.
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Here we go. Ready. 80. Sweep. Up. Jet. Slide, slide. Go, go.
Back to pass. Got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
A run to the quarterback. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks spend the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again?
Booster, booster.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Throwing, Sellers. Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Again, it's Malton. Turning it on! The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They go play action with Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game. Just run the ball and take it into halftime.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's first take a look at Georgia State taking on the number 24 team, the James Madison Dukes. And it's Georgia State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Takes a handoff. It's Clark. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Sellers on the play action. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sellers unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. And the returner will be brought down. $90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Quarterback may change this route. Kamari again. Got a little grass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Malton. Nowhere to go on that one. bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Makes a pass to Marker. Right down the gut of the field. At the 20. Touchdown, Iowa! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The Hawkeyes with the get back. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Handoff to the lone back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's Sellers to throw. That's caught. It's Harbor. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll keep it on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking left, and they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Sellers. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Might be changing the route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, it's Phillips. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Sellers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And with that turnover, time has expired here in the 4th quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Using his legs, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Run in the red zone, it's Clark. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. Got room on the return. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.